Hey folks, sky across the valley is about as blue as it can be, and of course with that means there's no rain in the area, and there probably won't be tonight, but as we go through the day tomorrow, the chance starts to go up from west-east across the region. Let's start by looking at the radar, and you probably foregone conclusion there's nothing out there over the valley right now, but as we go ahead to tomorrow, and let's take a look. This is Future Track. This is a 3-kilometer high-resolution model, which means it gives us a really pretty good idea of what's going to happen, and overnight tonight it says nothing except some clouds start to roll in, but that's about it. And during the daytime tomorrow, it's just partly sunny for the most part across the region. Now, there is some indication we could see a sea breeze try to activate. That would mean some stuff could fire up perhaps near the coast, kind of over in here, and then move inland during the afternoon. Just a slight possibility of that, but it's something we'll watch for tomorrow during the daytime, but won't be a big deal if it does. What will be a bigger deal is the stuff that tries to come in from the west later on. Storms moving in again tomorrow night. They come out of the mountains of Mexico and push eastward. The question is, how far do these storms get? And of course, this is the end of the 3-kilometer run. This is where this model stops. And it says it gets, to about Highway 69C, then stops like it has been. But again, that's the end of the model. Later tonight, it'll run out a few more hours and we'll see what it suggests. But I think, again, you've got a good chance of strong storms, Zapata County, Starr County, maybe into western Hidalgo County, and then the chance lessens as you go eastward. I'm not going to say it's zero, but the chance does go down the farther east you are, as this stuff tends to fall apart. The cap's still in place, and while it won't be all that strong, it will be enough to perhaps hold us to mainly keeping the stuff in the west. There's your rain chances late tonight, early tomorrow, and then scattered stuff during the daytime on Friday. I think still a possibility behind this. Here are your rain chances. 20% during the day tomorrow, 30% at night, but that's divided. If I had to put a percentage in like Starr County, I'd put it probably at about 60%. For the coast, probably about 20%. So the 30 is kind of not even an average, a little below average probably. And then Friday, 50% chance. That's early in the day, probably in the morning, and then we see it kind of taper off, but not go away over the weekend. These are the temperatures right now. 90s every place but the beach, where it's 81 at South Padre Island at this hour. Tomorrow's highs are hot again, mostly in the 90s except the beach. Warm and humid. That stray storm looks like it's most likely to be tomorrow night. Here are your high temperatures. Look at that. It drops Friday pretty dramatically with the chance of scattered showers and storms and that increased chance for rain. So kind of a messy weather map, but you see the little weak front comes in, a little disturbance kind of sneaks into the flow, and that whole combination is what gives us that increased chance of rain Friday into the weekend. And oh, by the way, very quick check. Since last night at this time and now, we've had a tropical storm form, become a tropical storm, make landfall, and now back to a depression over South Carolina. It's going to move northward and die. But yesterday at this time, had almost no chance of developing, and then we had a tropical storm this morning. That was Bertha. Very short-lived. Tonight, clear to partly cloudy, 75, some patchy fog. Then tomorrow, back up to 95. A stray thunderstorm is a possibility, but especially late in the day. Here we go. The next 7 days. That stray storm tomorrow's late. Scattered stuff on Friday, and then just isolated activity after that. I think through the weekend and early next week, we're in a pattern. This time of year, we get into these patterns where it just looks like we could see scattered stuff around the valley almost every day. I think today, the bluest sky of the bunch. After that, a good chance of thunderstorms tomorrow night, primarily in the west, and then after that, scattered stuff possible each of the next several days. That's your updated First One 5 AccuWeather forecast.